Good evening. This is your host, Fight the Fat Shirt, with another live interview, and this time two legendary astronauts, Karen B. and David Weiss. Let's not waste any time and go directly live to the International Space Station.
Hi, Limpy Craig. We hear you loud and clear. Welcome to the International Space Station. So, we have a pretty good gym up here. So both David Weiss and me are big fans of working out. That's been one of those things that, even on the ground, you're going for a run or going to a gym and lifting weights always make you feel better.
Look at these lying morons. Karen B. and David Weiss are not in the motherfucking space station. Anyone can see this is CGI. These people are dumber than dog shit.
Tell us about that exciting experiment, please.
Yesterday, David Weiss and me did an experiment to see if David's 1-inch penis could grow to 2-inch in space.
How much did it grow?
No, Greg. It did not become larger, but the size decreased with 33% due to microgravity.
Karen, I heard you have more news for us. Could you tell us about it?
3 days ago, Jeranism and I experimented with space sperm, and I am so happy to tell you I'm pregnant.
Where is the happy upcoming daddy? Is he floating around somewhere?
Jeranism is hanging around the space body, of course.
Hi, this is Journism here, and Karen B is correct about the space potty being my favorite place on the ISS. I'm going to show where our delicious space food and drinks come from. Oh shit. Oh, I'm dropping the fucking screw. I don't know, nobody's seen it.
Fucking Jeranism. Dumber than dog shit. How can this screw drop in microgravity?
Oh wait. Maybe it dropped into this food dispenser. It looks delicious. I'm gonna save this for later. Where is that fucking screw?
You stupid motherfucker. Screws should float in microgravity. You dumb fuck.
Wait. Maybe it dropped behind this panel. Let me take this panel off from the food dispenser. Maybe I should call a fucking mechanic from Earth to help me with this fucking panel. These idiot flat earthers are going to say I am a fraud because screws cannot fall in microgravity. Here is where all the magic happens. When astronauts take a dump, the poop is going through all these tubes and it fills automatically these tiny hand-size bags. You think this was David Weiss's burrito from last night?
I'm getting fucking hungry after seeing this. This food dispenser is even better than Chinese takeaway, and it even come with a napkin.
Can you demonstrate to us how you consume that?
Looks nice and moisty, and it smells a bit nutty. You want to have a bite, Craig? It tastes a little bit like a burrito, and the jalapeno make it a bit more spicy. Look, here. Stupid flat earthers. I can make food fly, and we can not do that on Earth because space is real.
Do you see, stupid motherfuckers? This flying food is real. And when Jeranism dropped the screw, that part was fake as fuck.
I had sex with MC Toon the other day.
We had sex for about 33 times, and it was pure experimental.
And I had sex with Brenda a couple of times.
Same with Michael Toon. He visits me almost every weekend, and he is saying, I'm the hottest thing on planet Earth.
I have to admit that Craig and I are trying to get Brenda pregnant, and we do that in the name of science.
Hear these stupid motherfuckers. They are dumber than dog shit. Do I need to explain these two clowns? Brenda is not able to become pregnant because Brenda is a man, you stupid motherfuckers.
Hi, people. This is Journism here. Reporting from space that the screw is still missing, and if necessary, I dismantle the whole space station to find that fucking screw.
I have a confession to make, and I wrote it down because there is so much to tell. When I was in the Navy, I had sex with fish and also dolphins, and when I worked as zookeeper, I had sex with most animals, and even a skunk. The rattlesnake was tickling my nuts, and it was pretty nice. While I was having sex with the animals, I was patting them and talked softly with a sexy voice. And sometimes I light up candles because animals like to be romantic with me. And now I am saying goodbye to Karen B and David Weiss with his tiny dick.
Thanks for having us fight the fat shirt.
Bye.
Goodbye, Craig. And I don't have a tiny dick, you piece of shit. Hey, Karen, look how high the ceiling is.
Yes, Dave. That's because we are in a studio.
Let's do it again. 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Aha, Dave, this is so much fun. I want to go home, Dave. My vagina smells exactly like your feet.
This is Journism from Journism here, on board at the International Space Station. As you can see behind me, the Earth is not flat anymore because the sun lights up the Earth, and I need to. I mean, I have terrible diarrhea after eating David Weiss, his burrito from the food dispenser, and I need a dump on the space potty. Holy fuck! I feel something coming. I think there is plenty of guacamole for the whole crew after I'm done here. Holy, holy, holy. I made some guacamole. What the fuck was that? Oh shit. Stupid me. I forgot to take of the plastic back before I eat it. Sorry for the small break. But a man needs to shit sometimes. And especially after David Weiss, his burrito from the food dispenser, and I think the toilet needs replacement.
I am going to replace the tank after Journism filled it with guacamole.
This is just an empty tank that can hold about 30 loads or just one big load like Journism did.
It's not my problem. We just need a bigger reservoir. You won't believe it. But on a good day, I fill up 3 of those canisters.
Can you believe that shit? Filling 3 of these containers with shit in one go. That is fucking amazing. Fucking NASA is going to use Uranism's guacamole as rocket fuel. Holy fuck. I just realized reaching Mars suddenly become possible thanks to Uranism's guacamole.
Sean Hawkins is correct for once, and we are going to discover more Earth-like planets thanks to this new rocket fuel.
Maybe I am stupid, but I wonder if my car runs on this guacamole fuel, and if it does, I'm going to build a space station toilet in my living room and ask if Journism come over to get things started. And maybe I need to build 2 of them, one for day and one for the night. You fucking morons. Never thought of that. I am fucking smart.
This was Journism reporting live from the International Space Station. Peace.
When I was in the Navy, they told you to be gay. In the Navy. There is lots of homosexuals in the Navy. There is lots of
homosexuals
in the Navy. When I was in the Navy, there is lots of homosexuals in the Navy. There is lots of homosexuals in the Navy. In the Navy, that there is lots of homosexuals in the Navy. That there is lots of homosexuals in the Navy. That there is lots of
Homosexual.
in the Navy.
Homosexual.
In the Navy.
Apparently Semper Fish in the chat, Q and F's friend is accusing me of being a fake disabled military veteran, which is always fun.
Wow.
Oh, I'd love to help you, man, but I ain't seen nothing since I stepped on that landmine in Viet Cong back in '72. It was rough, very painful.
You were in so were we. Where?
I was in Sang Bang, Dangang. I was all over that place, basically, a lot of places.
What unit were you in?
I was with the Green Beret, Special Unit Battalion's Commando Airborne Tactics, Specialist Tactics Unit Battalion. Yeah, it was real hush-hush. I was Agent Orange, that was my name, Agent Orange, Special Agent Orange, that was me.
It's accusing me of being a fake disabled military veteran, which is always fun.
Wow.
Yeah, piece of shit. For the last 5 years, we are waiting for the leg amputation. You never mention it anymore. Coward, you have to keep your word. You promised us your leg was going to be amputated. And now we have nothing, you piece of shit. Many times you mentioned the amputation and your viewers gave you donations because they thought you were going to lose your leg. But that was all a scam. Fucking piece of shit. You own a leg amputation to them.
Mods, you have my full permission to play Whack-A-Troll with the twat.
Oh, are you going to delete my friend Semper Fish now? You cowards. Pieces of shit.
It's done. It's done. There is no chance of saving my left leg. It is done. I don't know how many people are aware of what's going on, but I will be undergoing an amputation at some time in the relatively close future. He's in a possible leg amputation coming up. I'm GP now to start the process of having my amputation. I've worked a lot on my shoulder. It's way better than it used to be, but my leg's completely fucked, and frankly, I'll be having an amputation very soon.
So he has an amputation surgery coming up. So Craig, it's going to be a challenge. And the pain that he's going to have after that.
No. Honestly, I've been in and out of hospital this week getting stuff prepared for an amputation that's coming up. So my amputation from military injury, amputation. You do realize that amputating one of my legs will not change how tall I am. So amputation is the way forward. So I'm going to share that journey with you guys, and then you can share the amputation and everything as well, which is also going to be helpful for my amputation to be healthier and stronger when that happens. Don't be afraid of your leg amputation. What we're working towards is me having my left leg amputated above the knee. And frankly, this is fucking terrifying for me. And when I'm going through the amputation, I'm going to try and still do things. I don't know what this is going to bring, guys, and it's scaring me. The support and love of you guys is helping me, so thank you. Do an elective amputation. With going through an amputation, it's not just a thing that can happen. There's a lot of preparation and planning and stuff. So no. To try and lose weight and get strong so that my amputation will be successful. I'll go through the process of amputation for my leg. I'm still dealing with issues with my shoulder. Right, let's do it. We are doing our 700th lot of push-ups. What happened with my leg recently has brought the discussions forward for the amputation. So Ashton Richards says, turns out I don't even need an amputation. The doctor just wants to cook and eat my leg. Cyrus says that you've been in pain for so long, you're not afraid that after the amputation you still have phantom pain. Yeah, a little bit. I'm in agony every day still, chronic pain, 24 hours a day. I still have to have my wife help me get dressed to help me for when I am having my left leg above the knee amputated. No.
Well, I will pray for you, bro, and I think you might can reverse it, but you would have to go towards
my
some
left
of these
leg's a lost case.
truther doctors.
That's going. My left leg is a lost cause. Left shoulder and my left knee don't work at all, really. 700th lot of push-ups. I may be having my left leg amputated above the knee. I'm not entirely sure yet. There's a lot of physio going on. And it's all to do with something that happened in the military. Because my left shoulder and my left leg are injured. So, right, let's do it. We are doing our 700th lot of push-ups.
What exactly is coming up?
My left leg's coming off above the knee.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. No. Says, I lost my left leg 24 years ago. You'll be fine. Thank you, Steve. Ashton Richards says, turns out I don't even need an amputation. The doctor just wants to cook and eat my leg.
Oh. Do you get invited to the barbecue? At least?
Yeah.
So many homosexuals choose the globe. Most of the homosexuals also believe the Earth is a globe.
Bit of a fucking pain at the moment. I've got, obviously, my knee, which is always sore. And my good knee is sore because I pushed it too far in the leg press. My shoulder, because of my injury in the Navy, is fucking sore, always. And now, I've got fucking tendonitis in both my arms that is extra sore because, hey, why not? Many of you know I have severe injuries from my time in the Navy. One of the results of these injuries is that my knee is completely and utterly fucked. Currently got 3 pins in it. In the Navy. That's what I used to plan the amount of fuel that we needed to make sure the ship got from A to B. In the Navy. I was a submariner in the Navy. In the Navy, I was a marksman. Now, since I wasn't in the Navy for the past 20 years, yes, I was a nuclear engineer in the Royal Navy. My job in the Navy allowed me to test the claimed distances between land masses on Earth when I was doing fuel calculations and stuff. Right, so one of my jobs in the Navy when I was aboard HMS Trafalgar was to calculate the amount of fuel that we needed to get from point A to point B so that we weren't too... When I was in the Navy and as a submariner, I was a marine engineering artificer, so I was in charge of quite a lot of things, mainly the nuclear reactor, but clearance because I was in the Navy as a nuclear engineer. Oh, you weren't ever in the Navy? When we all fucking know I was. When I was in the Navy, they told you to make noise. In the Navy, when I was in the Navy. Oh, you were in the Navy? That was when I was in the Navy. In the Navy. In the Navy. In the Navy, there is lots of homosexuals. There is lots of
homosexuals
in the Navy, but there is lots of
homosexual.
There is lots of homosexuals. There is lots of homosexuals. There is lots of homosexuals, but are you gay? There is lots of homosexuals. There is lots of there is lots of
homosexuals
in the Navy.
You should go talk to Fight the Fat Shirt. Call you a Glober piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Do you mean him or Fight the Fat Shirt? They know it's not flat. Be a piece of shit. Fight the Fat Shirt. There's a piece of shit.
Call me Fight the Tight Shirt.
Piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Fight the Tight Shirt.
Fight the Fat Shirt. Craig, Fight the Fat Shirt. Call you a Glober piece of shit. Cannot be flat. They know it's not flat. Piece of shit.
Is a piece of shit.
Cannot be flat. Not flat. Fight the Fat Shirt. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. You're a little bitch. Fight the Fat Shirt. Call you a Glober piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. A little bitch. Cannot be flat. What a piece of shit. Fight the Fat Shirt. Call you a Glober piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. What a piece of shit.
Fight the tight shirt.
If you're a bitch. Fight the Fat Shirt. Call you a Glober piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Shit. Fight the Fat Shirt. A bigger piece of shit than I already knew. And fight the Fat Shirt. A little bitch.
Fight the Fat Shirt.
Piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Fight the Fat Shirt. Call you a Glober piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
They know it's not flat.
Fight the Fat Shirt.
A little bitch. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Fight the Fat Shirt. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Cannot be flat. They know it's not flat. Fight the Fat Shirt and call you a Glober piece of shit. Piece of shit. Fight the Fat Shirt. Call you a Glober piece of shit. What a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Fight the flat earth. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. And as a piece of shit, they're a piece of shit. Cannot be flat. Fight the Fat Shirt.
Fight the Tight Shirt.
Craig, Fight the Fat Shirt. Call you a Glober piece of shit. Piece of shit. Dumbest piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Rat piece of shit. Craig, Fight the Fat Shirt. Call you a Glober piece of shit. Piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Is it Fight the Fat Shirt? Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Call you a Glober piece of shit.
Fight the Tight Shirt.
Or Tight Shirt. Craig, this is a piece of shit. Piece of the shit. Piece of 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 shit. Cannot be flat.
Like the way Glenn Miller played songs that made the hit parade. Guys like us, we had it made.
Those were the days, and you knew when you were then.
Girls were girls and men were men.
Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again.
Didn't need no welfare stakes.
Everybody pulled his weight. Those were the days.
There you go. My dog did not like that. My dog started to cry when I did that.